Hey, it's Kent here from Select People and Apprentice Recruit, and just wanted to give a really brief video on what we call the meantime. And this was basically inspired from a function that I was at yesterday, and there was a guy that gave a talk, and his was about the fact that he's actually dying. And he's got motor neurons disease. He knows that it's incurable, and he's only got a finite amount of time to actually live. And so he's just trying to work out ways that he can make a difference in people's lives prior to him eventually dying. And as he said, like he spoke a bit about, you know, there are a lot of people that are in his situation with that particular disease, and they're literally just waiting to die. And they don't really see anything outside of that. Whereas he's looking through the eyes of, look, you know, how can I still make a difference? And anyway, that inspired me to think about, okay, well, in the working arena, what is it that other people can be doing to be preparing themselves more for the career that they want to do? And I think the main reason I thought of this was there's so many people that I've had recently, and it's one particular job that I've had a ton of people apply for, which was for an apprentice mechanic. And they're like, oh, you know, I'm 20 years old. I've always wanted to be a mechanic since I was 16 years old. And yet you have a look at their resume, and there is zero on their resume that gives any indication of that. And obviously from an employer's perspective, they've got to see something. There's got to be some sort of an interest there, whether it be a hobby, whether it be you've started a course. So what I'll often advise people to do is have a talk to TAFE or other training organisations and see what short courses there are that you can do, see what pre-vocational courses there are. So in that instance, you know, they could do a certificate to an automotive, which at least takes steps towards them knocking time off their apprenticeship, because anything that they do during that certificate can be recognised towards their trade. But at least it shows from an employer's point of view that you're taking steps towards that specific career, not just any career as a trade. So, and it amazes me how I make that suggestion to people like, oh, yeah, I didn't think of that. Well, and maybe people just aren't aware that those things are available. But yeah, look, you just need to look outside the square and just think, okay, what can I be doing to progress? So it's using that in the meantime scenario of, I suppose, utilising your time and energy to at least try and move forward and show that you do have a keen interest in a particular area. Horticulture could be another one. You know, I get a lot of landscaping apprenticeships at the moment. Go out there and study a certificate 2 in horticulture, or do a cert 2 in landscape construction. Just anything that at the end of the day you can put on your resume so that it shows that you've got an interest in that field. And again, it'll take time off your trade. So anyway, something to think about. So if you know anyone out there that's interested in getting into a trade and they haven't got anything on their resume, get them to use their in the meantime, and hopefully that will assist them in launching their career and showing that they've got a keen interest. Anyway, Kent here once again from Select People and Apprentice Recruit. See you next time.